Yeah, we back with another one. Yeah,
What's going on, Juco?
we reacting over here. I'm El Jefe. We just gonna like and subscribe, have fun, kick back. Myth Cartel, y'all like and subscribe because you're gonna love it. This is the Smith Cartel channel. Go ahead and like, subscribe. We gonna keep going fed until we go live. I'm El Jefe, the big boss, kicking at third coast. We going, running, smiling, man. We doing the most to my family. I wish you the best. Remember what Jefe taught you, boy. Say it with your chest. Big boy, big boss. I rock it in the South. Got these folks slugs and all this gold shining in my mouth. I'm the man, understand. Like and subscribe. We gon' keep spinning the block until we get it right. Yeah, that's real. Like and subscribe, that's the channel. We keep it real, give you more than you can handle. Yeah, like and subscribe. Smith Cartel, I'm El Jefe. All right. Smith Cartel channel, y'all like and subscribe. I'm Jefe, I'm gonna be your host. All right, let's get it. So a lot of people have been asking me, well, I've been chilling for a minute, but a lot of people were asking me, when you gonna comment on the Benzo, was a Mello Buckzz shooting. I said, oh, I'm gonna get it, but I was waiting because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, wanted to get their input in, and I was waiting to see what 1090 Jake was gonna come up with. So he done came up with it with some information. You know, he always got some good content over there, informational to let us know what's going on. So we're gonna just see what's up. But I'm gonna say this like I've been saying, and some of y'all gonna get mad. This is gonna rub some people the wrong way. I mean, rest in peace to everybody who was unalived or had anything to do with any of it that had anything to do with it. Rest in peace to all of them. But at the same time, a lot of people I'm hearing is about, why would you do that? There was women and children there and all that. But understand that the women and children, well, not the children, but the women, they were on line dissing the dead, you know. And we always tell people all the time, when you diss the dead, all you gonna do is invite that bad energy back on you. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm just getting to is this. There's a lot of topics, there's a lot of videos I got to shoot. There's a lot of stuff that happened in the midst of me not recording yet. I was waiting for a little bit just to see what was going on in the world. But a lot of it is, you know, what it boils down to with this Mello Buckzz situation, where her album release party was shot up. It said that they were dissing some people that had died. I don't even know. I think maybe that day. I don't know. But they say that, and then it went from there to it got a little worse than what it was, you know. So what I'm saying is that you got to understand that when you do things out here in these streets or in the industry or anything, you got to understand that those come with consequences. Everything has a consequence, you know. So you can't go around just like, why you think, well, I don't know for sure because I don't know him personally, but do you think that Young and Ace goes down to Jacksonville? I mean, I don't know where he lives now, but do you think he just walks around Jacksonville all the time with his kids and stuff? No, he don't, not because he's scared, because he ain't. He got security, he got all kinds of. Young and Ace, you run up on him, you might not be seen again. But the thing is, though, he knows from what he's rapped about that he can't be around that. It just invites danger. Anybody's like that. That's why they moved. Chief Keef, I think. Yeah, Chief Keef, he moved out of Chicago to live. And sadly, you know, a lot of people can say, oh man, he was fake. He did this, he did. You can say all you want, but he's still here. So when you do things, you lose certain things that you were supposed to have, like album release parties. You don't get to have those. You know, running around with no security in downtown Chicago, that don't happen. You lose that ability. You know, and you take on an ability, you take on something of nature of where somebody can come after you that know what you look like, but you don't know what they look like, because there's a lot of goofies that jump on the wagon and do it. So you invite that in, and you don't know who they look like, but they know what your face look like. And it's sad. Everybody like, oh, well, you know, there was women and children. That's what you invite when you do that, though. You can't expect people to sit there and say, you know what, I'm gonna let them make it on this. No, they know that people ain't dumb. It's sad to say, but they know that where there's women and children, there ain't no good. There ain't supposed to be no guns, no weapons, no nothing. But when you know that as well, you need to act accordingly. You can't just be out here throwing out, there's a whole lot of gang shit, man, a whole lot of gang shit going on out here. Yeah. Y'all outside. You can't say, and then they're trying to say this blogger, he posted the location. Okay, I don't know about all that, but all I do know is everybody else was out there with their phones out. But we're going to jump right into it, man. I ain't going to go, I ain't going to be on some more. Let's go on and get to it.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Mello Buckzz and her album release party turning into one of Chicago's deadliest recent mass shootings.
3 shooters pulled up in a black SUV and opened fire as people...
Boy, that boy's ears look like my son's. My son had ears like that. Boy, I tell you, them ears be out. His mama got ears like that. That's where he got it from. He didn't get it from me. Look, my ears are small. Well, they ain't small, but they push up against my face. But yeah, his eyes big too.
were leaving an album release party as many of them were pouring out of this lounge.
Traumatized. I mean, I'm just shook.
Heard a lot of gunfire, and then and next thing you know is a whole bunch of police officers driving by fast, ambulance, fire and rescue.
Absolute chaos, from people screaming to blood on the streets to people laying on the streets.
July 2nd, 2025. A black car drove up, opening fire on a crowd of people gathered outside the Artist Restaurant and Lounge.
Damn, you see all them laws? That's how should I tell y'all? Yeah, that's how I look when my ex-wife called the laws on me when she came over here trying to break in my house. She called the laws on me. That's how I looked. They just missing like an ambulance. Where is there an ambulance out there? Yeah, I think this is one right here cut off a little. They had ambulance, they had all them SUVs. They do SUVs too. They had SUVs all day in front of my. I had to do a TikTok and let everybody know why it happened. I was like, damn, I ain't do that. Call down. They called them on me. Oh, crazy, man. That look crazy, though. I know how they feel. Whoever standing out there like, that's for shooting, yeah. But if you standing out there, you come outside your house and that's how your street look. And there's laws all in your yard. Boy, you be like, what the hell? Tell you.
This was the near North Side neighborhood of Chicago, just blocks away from the luxurious Gold Coast. This whole area was money, business, and luxury. But as big as Chicago is, it can be too small when it comes to violence. And Chicago has time and time again shown us nowhere is safe.
Rest in peace, FEG Juck. Rest in peace to Carlton Weekly. Man, they just took me back on that one, man. All of that stuff is stupid, man. It's just dumb. I just think about where he would be right now. You know, like if him and King Von would have been, you know, if that would have been quashed. Because, you know, after a while, they grow up. We all do. We young men, we full of testosterone. Then we grow up. We learn, okay, this stuff ain't even worth what we was doing. You dig? So, rest in peace to FBG Duck, man. But Chicago is, you take a risk. I mean, there's people that lived in Chicago and left and won't go back and be like, hell no. So you got to take a risk, man. I'm telling you.
CCTV video would show muzzle flashes coming from a black Honda, and in a matter of seconds, 18 people were shot on the sidewalk. One of the worst mass shootings to hit Chicago in recent years, And this wasn't a random act of violence either. This was 100% targeted. A police investigation would learn 24-year-old Chicago rapper Mello Buckzz was hosting her album release party at the lounge. Detectives are still unsure who the actual target was, as Mello had already left the area when the shooting erupted. A witness observed the suspect vehicle circle the front of the club to see who was there. When they came back around, they opened fire. Handgun and rifle rounds were recovered, and spent shell casings would be found outside and inside the club, meaning there was more than just the shooters in the vehicle. More than likely, someone was firing back. Law enforcement along with EMS tended to the wounded, rushing victims to the hospital. Of the 18 that had been shot, 4 of them were killed. 25-year-old Leon Henry was shot in the head.
Man, rest in peace to all 4 of the victims, man, on there. They look like kids, boy. Dang. But you know, I mean, and it's just human nature to be like, damn, dude, y'all shot up a place with kids and women. But what people fail to realize, man, is this is why y'all need to start listening to us old school cats. I mean, I'm not old, but I've been in the game a long time. I was born off the porch. So y'all got to listen to us old school. Y'all got to listen to what people who, you know, like me, I used to say, I say it still to this day. I'd be like some people, they've been here before. Y'all might not have heard that saying, but I'd be like, hey, they done been here before. Lil Boosie done been here before. Boosie Badass, he done been here before. You can tell by the way he talk when he's addressing things. And some of the things we say, man, y'all got to take to heart. Like when he said a rapper would get killed in his own city before anything else, that's true. Why would you go to Chicago, the one place that you know is dangerous, to show that you with that? Because you did, but then at what cost? At what cost? These kids is these are kids, man. Now my question is this. Okay, so I was watching a video a while back where they said they was gonna try to charge Lil Baby for shooting a video 2 years prior to a shooting that happened. Are they gonna blame Mello Buckzz for this? I'm just wondering, because you know they like to get some money out of it for some way. Not the people, the families, but the city. Are they gonna try to come after her? I'm just saying, because I mean, you do know that Chicago's bad, it's dangerous, and then you know, a lot of people that I know, and I grew up when I was younger, we used to go to New York to Chicago back and forth and stuff when we went to go see my auntie and stuff. So I know how it is out there. And when they do, they ain't lying. When they get hot, oh, people get active.
23-year-old Devontae Williamson, 26-year-old Taylor Walker, and 27-year-old Aviance King were all shot in the chest. Chicago's Sun-Times would highlight the rapper Mello Buckzz appears to claim an affiliation to NLMB, a faction of both Black P. Stones and Gangsta Disciples.
So somebody explain that. Explain all of that. Understanding that y'all females got to understand too, though, that at the end of the day, a Rico don't care what sex you is, if you're male or female. Ricos don't care. You on the radar now. Whether you like it or not, you on the radar. Look at that. It's on there now. You gonna have to change that quickly. Even if you do, it's already screenshot. Everybody got it. But that's on your page. See, that's the thing about people don't understand, because they ain't from these parts of these places where they actually prosecute gang activity. See, in Texas, they prosecute you and they throw a gang enhancement on there. It's just like Cali. You know, difference with Cali and Texas, Cali gonna give you life, Texas gonna try to execute you. All for what? Clout? For to talk mess about the dead? You never speak ill will to the dead, because it's gonna come back on you. We all grew up knowing that.
A two-set alliance.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
No Limit, the P-Stones, are based around 79th and Essex. Muskegon Boys, the GDs, are based around 78th and Muskegon. Both areas located within the South Shore neighborhood on the east side of Chicago. NLMB has become nationally known through the rise of drill with rappers like G Herbo and Lil Bibby. But within the city known as Chirac, NLMB is known for allegedly being behind some of the most ruthless murders in Chicago. NLMB has been suspected of killing two brothers years apart. KTS Vaughn would drop a music video that's one of the darkest videos in Chicago drill history. A hoodie saying "fuck your dead homie" would list multiple members of NLMB who were killed with "get whacked" written at the bottom. And 2 months after the music video dropped, KTS Vaughn got whacked. 5 years later, KTS Dre, the older brother of Vaughn.
Yeah, I remember that. Hey, they hit him like 64 times, man, right outside the jail. It was insane. He was supposed to get on house arrest, man. They blasted him, man. They took him out, man. Rest in peace to both of them brothers.
Had just been fitted with an electronic monitor bracelet as he was being released from.
No, he didn't even get it yet, Jake. I don't think he got it yet from what I was watching. He was on, he didn't even get a chance to get it. He got out and was on his way to go get it, I think.
Jail. Exiting the Cook County Jail, he was ambushed and shot 64 fucking times. Back in 2017, 21-year-old rapper Shooter Shells dropped a song called Death of 150. NLMB was known to go by 150 Dream Team, and the song was a direct diss. 3 months later, Shells was walking up to a car at 9:30 in the morning when 3 shooters walked him down, stood over him, and left.
9:30 in the morning. I remember that one. That's the one where they shot him, where he had a hole in the face. They blew him through, man. It was brutal. Oof.
Holes big enough in his head to see through. They fired a total of 43 times. The images of Shooter Shells laying on the floor would hit the internet, and because of that picture, this murder is still to this day considered one of the most brutal. So brutal the feds even investigated it, but were unable to arrest anyone. That same year, a 37-year-old member of NLMB was shot and killed. His name was Big Wet. And the very next day, his 19-year-old son, Lil Wet, would allegedly commit a quadruple murder.
I remember that. He's supposed to, and then the mama was out there crying on the video talking about they got the babies laying on the street of the grandma. It was sad, man. Rest in peace to all of them. But yeah, I remember that. But that's what I'm saying, though. If they know what they was doing, what they were part of, how do you know you were part of this and you go out and do an album release party in the dead center of the city after knowing everything that's not happening in that city? Come on, man. It seemed like everybody in Chicago is trying to compete with who can get unalived the worst, in the worst way, in the most expensive places. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like they bringing the ghetto and the hood to the nice parts. They weren't there before. Then all of a sudden you have an album release party and you brought them to that place. It don't make no sense. Like, the ghetto's just bringing it out into the good parts, and it's like, dude, and I understand people say, well, they should be able to do what they want to do. No, they shouldn't. Not if you lose that, you lose that, you know what I'm saying, benefit. You lose that whenever you sit there and you say, screw this person or screw this dead person. I don't care about this dead person. You lose it, all of that. Because now you invite everybody else that don't like you because they got friends that was hurt from them going. But you just be like, oh, well, I don't care. I'm gonna go out because and me personally, I think it's like a sacrificial thing. They be like, oh, well, you know, I mean, because that's the first thing went through my head when I first heard it. I said, is this a sacrificial thing or something? Because automatically that's the first thing that went through my head. I ain't saying that's what it was. I'm saying that's what went through my head. Y'all know me, I don't pull no punches. I'm always honest with y'all. And that's what went through my head was, oh man, was this a sacrificial thing? Because you leave and then all of a sudden it happens. You know what I'm saying? Usually that stuff happens while you're there, but you don't get hit. But it's like, that's crazy. I don't know. But I remember Lil Wet when he shot those kids, they supposedly, but he got off on that. So we'll see what it goes. Let's check it.
To avenge his dad. 5 days after the shooting, Lil Wet would be charged with all 4 murders, 2 of his victims being brothers who were visiting their mom at the restaurant she worked at. 4 years later, all charges against Lil Wet were dropped due to lack of evidence. NLMB has a violent, bloody, and deadly reputation, so best believe they have a long list of ops who wouldn't hesitate to kill them. With Mello Buckzz party being publicized, it's more likely that she wasn't the actual target, but any NLMB members in attendance. Come to find out, NLMB Doo-Wop could be seen on video being carried from the scene as he was one of the shooting victims. Doo-Wop is a known associate of both G Herbo as well as Chief Keef going back years. Mello Buckzz would take to Instagram heartbroken. Not only did she lose her boyfriend, she lost her 2 best friends, all in the same night. Her album release was supposed to be a pure celebration of her success, but instead has turned to a tragedy that will forever haunt her. Her best friends were taking videos of her all night, posting them to Instagram, and Mello can be seen with an armed security guard.
Why she ain't dressed? Ugh. But I'm just saying, that don't look cute. That is nasty looking to me. I ain't that type of dude.
Following her every step. The crowd inside the lounge seems to be primarily women, and the vibes were harmless. They felt safe, everyone cheering as Mello rapped.
But that's the thing, you ain't safe. That ain't what it is. That, you know, there's so many people that really piss me off when they say, oh man, we thought it was good. It was all good, man. We had security, I didn't know. Nowhere are you safe. You made that choice when you decided to diss whoever it is you dissed. And I'm sorry, but that's just real. You made that choice. Now you think that you're safe and y'all out here chilling. No. That's not how that works. How that work is you start posting and telling everybody and doing all this other stuff. And then you start sitting there after a while you're sitting with these people and you realize, wait a minute, I need to go. I'm doing what Pop Smoke and them did. I'm doing what Fulio did. Oh my gosh, I need to get up and go. And then you leave. But the consequences are gonna still remain. And that's sad. 18 people, 4 killed. You gotta carry that with you for the rest of your life. No matter what anybody else tells you, anybody else lies to you, you can surround yourself with a bunch of lies. You can surround yourself with a bunch of lies. You still got to carry that with you for the rest of your life. Just like that whole, everybody talk about, oh, this, that, and the third with the Travis Scott thing when he was at the, that place where they, I'm sorry, I forgot the name of it. Astroworld and all that happened. Everybody's like, he don't care, but he got to carry that with him for the rest of his life. I'm just saying, man.
But the whole time, men inside of a car lurked around the area, waiting to kill whoever came out. 600 Breezy would take to Instagram paying respects to AV, showing support to Mello, and calling out the shooters saying, y'all shot all them girls. Bitches for real. Get out the car and get your target. Innocent women and kids ain't no points.
And I feel what he's saying on that. I do. I'm like, yeah, but the thing that y'all got to remember, you can type up anything. You can write anything. That's proven. We've seen it with people. But the thing about it is that pain and that hurt is still there. You can cuss, kick, moan, throw a fit, all of that. The pain's still there. The hurt's still there. You can't take that away. That's still going to be there. And they still got to feel it. Because these people is gone. It's not like you can say, okay, let's respawn them or reboot them and they right here. No. They're gone. So you can't say it's no points. No, that is still the same hurt. We ain't playing for points. We ain't playing for none of that. Why are you saying points? These are people's lives. Irregardless of who it is, you should be saying, man, we shouldn't do this at all.
The total number of women shot isn't known at this time, but what is known is 2 were killed, while 4 more were transported to hospitals in critical condition, ranging in ages from 21 to 31, and suffering gunshots to the back, leg, body, and even face. Sadly, Chicago wouldn't be Chicago without the dissing, and YFG Fatso wasted no time.
That ass, you think this shit a game? Cool.
Most shit happen too though. If you know, you know. After that though, you know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying? Hey, tell that redhead bitch who always following behind no limit. You trolling, bitch, that ain't in your hood. But go check on them though, you goofy ass little boy.
I heard a bitch got a free ass shot. Bitch got a free ass shot. Yeah. Doctor for them.
Keep in mind this kid's.
And I know exactly, like, it's crazy because they don't learn. You're going off about it, but then you know that it's gonna happen to you. It can happen right back to you again, and then this is crazy. It's just a never-ending circle.
He's like 17, but his words have definitely caught everyone's attention. This will be a case that takes priority for detectives in Chicago, as mass shootings with multiple killings are cases where everyone wants an example to be made. Recklessly firing into a crowd that's majority women isn't honored in any hood, but in all reality, is there anything honorable left in the streets? Chicago's seen it all for generation after generation, and even with the fire department literally spraying the blood off the concrete, it's guaranteed the bloodshed doesn't end here. Now this is rough, and unfortunately this is Chicago. This is the reality of gangbanging. This is the reality of having an affiliation, whether you're a full-blown gang member, whether you're just an associate. Even knowing certain people can cause anything you do to become targeted. I don't believe Mello Buckzz was the target of this shooting, but I think they used her event as a means to attempt to catch somebody else. And if you saw the video from the scene, it's just crazy that people will pull up and fire off into a crowd of majority women with no regard for anybody. But then again, it's like, how can you expect them to have regard for anyone when they're pulling up to kill? You know, it's like, it's just a sad situation all the way around the board. She lost her boyfriend and her 2 best friends in the same night. A night that was meant to celebrate her success. And you know, people are gonna come out with the conspiracy theories and she sold it, all that stupid shit. It's just tough.
That's what I was saying. The first thing I thought was like sacrificial, but then, you know, I was just like, okay, that's just what the first thing that popped in my head. You know, so I understand what he's saying. Conspiracy theories, I've seen that already. They're already trying to blame one of the bloggers saying that he posted a location, but then you got, then you got video of everybody talking about, we out here, gang, gang, we out here, gang. This is us out here, gang, gang. We out here getting it, gang, gang. It's all a whole lot of gang, gang stuff. Then they said on some of the videos I saw, they showed they were dissing some guy that hadn't died 24 hours prior to what they was at that party. I don't understand that.
And I guarantee you she's gonna have survivor's guilt. And that's why they say things like it's lonely at the top. There's always things that happen that make you look at life differently, make you question if you really want this, if you want to keep pushing. And this is just something that she's gonna have to push through. You know, that would be the best way for her to honor her boyfriend and her 2 best friends, is to keep pushing through, keep finding success, and leave that city in the past. But my condolences to the victim's family and to Mello. Drop y'all's thoughts in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
That's what's up, 1090 Jake. Shout out to 1090 Jake. I had just thought about something. Because they're like, man, shoot up a group of women, majority women and stuff. What if the shooters are women? I'm just saying, what if the shooters were women? Because I remember watching, ain't she the girl who was on one of them videos where she got in a fight with the girl and cut her up or stabbed her while she pushed her through a window? Ain't it the same girl? Something about they were doing a record thing and then it was all for clout, but she pushed the girl through the window and then stabbed her or something. I don't know. There's a video out there or something. Wasn't that her? So how is it implausible for them not to? That might have been a whole bunch of women that shot it. That might be why they shot at the women, because it was females. Maybe it was female shooters. Why it got to always be male? You got to open your mind a little bit and think about that. It could have been female shooters. And they was like, oh, there they girls go. And they went off on them. It could be. It might not have been male shooters. It could have been all female shooters. But your mind goes straight to male shooters. And that's what it goes to right off the bat. But when he started talking and he started saying it, and they kept repeating, you know, to shoot up a group of women and children, I was like, wait a minute. Most dudes gonna want to hit the guys. So what if it was females that did it? Then you got a problem. Because now you got to think about that. I mean, it's not unplausible to think about. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Smith Cartel Channel. I'm Hefe. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. To my family, love y'all. To everybody else, be breezy, baby. Y'all take care of yourselves.